got some French knots. We've got some stem stitching in there, looks like. Some lazy daisy stitches. Okay guys, it's Thursday again, so you know it's What's New Day. Peter's behind the camera. Say hey, Peter.
Hi everybody.
We're getting out our warm woolies, aren't we? It's like hats and coats.
I have my blanket on and
Yeah.
my hat.
Yeah, I got up this morning, I was like, long sleeve shirt, okay, that's too warm. Short sleeve shirt, that's too cold. It's the weather conundrum. It's dress in layers time for sure. But talking about warm things, we just got the most beautiful collection of Malabrigo yarn in. We've been a distributor of Malabrigo for some time, but you know, they came out with some fun colors and we're always trying to update what we have. So if you're looking for Malabrigo, come see what we have. But I want to show you some that we just got in, and he's just going to have to pan over these and show you these colors. Malabrigo, Peter, what can you say about it? I mean, as a yarn,
It's squishy, but they're really known for their colors.
They are just yummy, yummy. This one is called, I can't even say that, Eternidad? I don't know. I don't know how to say that. Eternidad. But gosh, that you can't, there's no way to describe it. And just the scrunchiness of the yarn, it feels so good in your hand. It's just really pretty. We've got this yummy color here. This is like a gray with a taupe and kind of a teal in there. There's a little purple. I mean, that's going to knit beautiful.
What's that one called?
That one is called Whole Grain. Oh, that's a good one. I like that title. I think I want to be the person that names them. I think that would be fun.
Did I tell you that I like to consume whole grain?
Do you? Whole grain is healthy for your system.
Well, did you know beer is brewed with whole grains?
Well, sure it is. That's good for you. Now, by the time they turn into beer, then it's just sugar. But okay, I'm with you. I get you. Okay, this one is called Heirloom Vegetables. I can see that. This is also an... Now, I'm not... Arroyo? Am I saying that right?
Arroyo. And we have Arroyo Week coming up in October.
We do. We have Arroyo Week, and I'm not sure...
It's a Facebook event on our
Is it?
Facebook page.
Okay, there you go. So you might want to check into that. Look how pretty this is. But look at the depth of color in there. I mean, I would love to see that. Just even wound into a cake to see what it looks like. But knit, it's going to be pretty. Look at that little pop of yellow in there. It's just so yummy. And then this is Rios. Now we're moving into the Rios yarn. So this is a little different weight. It's a worsted. And again, just the colors. What's this one called? Siri. I can see that.
Hello, Siri.
Hello, Siri. Look at the colors in there. Look at the kind of plummy, purpley color, brownish rusts. There's a little, Peter posted on our Instagram page these pumpkins. Oh my gosh, a pumpkin in that would be adorable. Okay, this is another Rios. This is Comparsita. Look at that one. And Peter suggested this would make a great man's sweater, and I would have to agree. It would make a good men's sweater. The nice thing is with that color variation, you don't have to do a lot of fancy stitches. The yarn's going to do the work of making it look lovely. So if you're, angst about doing fancy schmancy stitches, you could still knit with this, just straight knit, and it's going to be lovely because you'll get a dimension to the fabric. And then this one, everybody's drooling over this one. This is called Diana. Look at that. That's got every color in it.
Every fall color that you'd want.
Yeah, and it's just rich. And we need touch of vision. It's so squishy. It just feels so good in your hand. And I know knitting this would be fun. Sometimes you knit it and you're like, ooh, I don't want to touch it, but I want to touch this one. Now here's another Rios.
What color was that one?
This one.
No, did we talk about that one?
We talked about that one was Diana.
Oh, Diana, okay.
And then this one is called Gris, G-R-I-S. And this is a nice gray, but again, it's not just a solid gray. See, look how that's kind of a darker and that's kind of a lighter shade. So the color variation again, I mean, this in a hat would be stunningly pretty. That'd be a nice little hat to go with a black coat. Really pretty. Love that. And then this is a sock yarn that we just got in. And if you're a sock knitter, now that's the only thing I knit is socks because I'm a big chicken.
That's all I've been knitting recently too.
I know. It's that time of year. You got to have some socks. This is called Ursula. So I'm thinking, Ursula from...
Oh, speaking of socks, Cappy, on Saturday we cast on for our Christmas sock knit along. So we had some knitters come and we cast on some really beautiful socks. And one of our customers, Debbie, she also cast on this beautiful shawl. She decided to do a shawl.
Okay, well, shawl's just a really big sock.
In that little 2-hour window.
Did she?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Good for her. Yeah, well, and that's fun. We've always got activities going on here at the shop, so if you're looking for things to do, they do have a Saturday morning stitch-in. It's not a class. It's not a directed, we're going to work on a project. It's just kind of come in, sit with us, have some fun, stitch. If there's a big enough group, we move it into a classroom. If not, they stay out here in the main shopping area. But this is just some of the Malabrigo we have. There is so much more to choose from on our shelves over there in the different weights. The Malabrigo is typically not all in one place. It's typically divided by the different size yarn it is. Jessica right now in the background is moving some yarn that was displayed on a table over to that area, and we're going to put Malabrigo, kind of feature Malabrigo for a little bit. I know a lot of you are big fans of Malabrigo. We are too.
So if somebody's looking for a sweater quantity, they can just come in and it'll be right there on the table for it. They can,
Bing, 10
grab 10 skeins and they're good to go.
Skeins. We've got 10 skeins. We could do this one in a sweater, I feel sure.
Heck yeah.
We have lots that are 10 skeins, but I'm not sure it's all going to be on the table. You might have to go to the cubbies.
Yeah, we'll get as much as we can. If it's on the table, there'll be more in the cubbies. But ask them to help you back here. Jessica's back here, Peter's back here, Pam's back here. We've got lots of our staff are more than capable of helping you find the right yarn for what you're wanting to work on. And speaking of the right yarn and the right classes, maybe you're like, I've really always wanted to knit and I haven't done that. We have classes here Mondays and Wednesday morning. Monday morning is really for the beginning knitter. Wednesday is for the more advanced knitter who maybe just has a situation you want to get it solved or fixed. You go to our website. They're Janet's knitting classes. One's on Monday, one's on Wednesday. She's also like doing some scarves and sweaters and all kinds of things. Our website, if you haven't been there and looked at the classes on our website, please go. I think they give you more information than we can possibly display and talk about in one of these videos. And every question you're going to ask me is going to be in that place. So if you're looking for knitting classes, that's where you want to go. Crochet classes are not on our website. They're Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 4, but those are also happening, and those are just a walk-in class. Our crochet classes are. And so if you want to come see us for that, just walk in, or you can call and confirm if you'd like. But the Tuesday and Thursday crochet classes are show up and sit down and start working that hook. So anyway, that's what's going on in the knitting department. We're going to head up and look at some fabric and some fun stuff going on up there. So stay tuned. There's always more to see. Okay, I teased you a little bit about fabric, said we're going up front and look at fabric, but I want to show you something else that we have back here before we head up front. One of the things that we carry are these tea towels, and a lot of people are using these to do embroidery work on their sewing machines, and somebody asked that we get gray in, so we got gray because, grays and taupes and those colors are kind of in everybody's home right now. But these are wonderful for, you could do some punch needle on them, you could do hand embroidery on them. We carry all different kinds of tea towels. Cross stitch, yep. There's lots of things you could do on these. So if you're looking for the towels, they're all the way back here in the back with kind of the hand stitching things that we have. Just kind of an interesting little pile of things back here. But these towels are lovely to stitch on, or machine stitch, hand stitch, whatever you want to do, because there is a count to them. So you could do probably some cross stitch kind of things on it if you really wanted to.
Yeah, you really could.
You really could. It'd be fun. So I know that time's coming where you're looking at gifts for the holidays, and sometimes just a little hand towel's pretty. Now Peter, do you have like towels in your house that you're not allowed to touch that are just to look pretty?
Those I don't even have in hand's reach, because my favorite ones are the Moda hand towels, like the designers, and those are just beautiful. So I'll get a package of them, and they'll be all different patterns, and then my favorite pattern I set aside and the rest I use.
Yeah, well, and so it's so funny because you can go into somebody else's house and they'll have the guest towels, which are really just decorative. They hang on the wall. Nobody touches them. Nobody uses them. They're not what you use to wipe your dirty hands on. It's like we have a half bath at our house, and in there I have a towel that Jeff's allowed to use, but all the rest of the towels are just look pretty because you know, they're pretty towels. You do all that work on them and you just hang them up and they look pretty. So it kind of defeats the purpose of having a towel, I guess. I know you have the towels you use and you have the towels you look at. So these are probably going to be look at towels. So I feel sure we're not the only people who have that issue. But anyway, they're back here right next to the clearance department, which is amazingly fabulous. If you haven't been in our clearance department,
I'll give them a sneak peek real quick.
Give them a sneak
Just
peek
a
in the
little.
clearance room.
I'm gonna give them a little snippet.
And she's hiding. There's a customer back there. She's sneaking around the corner.
She's picked out a whole quilt from
has.
fabrics from the clearance room, which I'll show you guys in just a second.
She's got some good fabrics picked out.
So you can actually make a whole quilt from just our wonderful clearance
Look at
section.
this clearance pattern back here. It's a pumpkin pattern. Why is that in clearance now? Look how
Because
fun
it's been
that
around.
is.
It's been around for more than a
but
year.
isn't that cute? That's right on target. Right on
Okay,
right on
show
the
your
right season.
fabrics. This
We'll
is
show
going to
your
become a
fabrics.
quilt.
I feel sure. She's
It
got
looks
some good-
amazing. There's some really good fabrics in there.
Those stripes will be fun to work with.
Love it.
But there's even clearance yarn. So we always have something for everybody, whether you're shopping for fabric or yarn or patterns or cross stitch or books. We have lots of books and patterns available too. So, you know, whatever you're wanting to do, if you're like, oh, I want to make something, but my budget's pretty tiny, that's okay. We've got opportunities here for you to buy things at a reasonable price. Because, you know, and then you get the best quality possible, but you're not having to pay the higher price that the quality sometimes is associated with. So check out our clearance department because there's lots of fun back there. And now we'll go look at fabric. All right, guys, I'm up in our batiks department. This is just a yummy place. I love that this is just all batiks. If you've not worked with batiks, please get some and just try it. You'll be so excited to see how they cut, how they piece. They're good. They're like pre-starched fabric. It's just the best. It's fun to work with batiks. And they're not like they used to be. They felt kind of... And they didn't feel good to touch. Now they feel good. They still have that stiffness, but they still have a good feeling to them. So, batiks are the funnest and our friend. We just got a new line in from the Blank Company. From Banyan Batiks. And these are lovely. These are called Dandelion Wishes, and they're nice colors. So much variation. I love this green in here. This is a really pretty green. You don't see that often in a batik. But it has a nice pattern to it. Batiks, the good thing about them is they're both colors on the same side. Same color on both sides. So they work great for garments or for scarves. This is a great neutral. Sometimes in batiks you have a hard time finding a neutral or a lighter tone. And then these down here just say fall to me. Look how pretty these are. That is really, really pretty. The fun thing about batiks like this piece is in one fat quarter or 1/2 yard piece, you're going to get a little green, you're going to get a little gold, you're going to get a little orange. So you get a lot of variation. If you're working in a quilt, you can buy a small amount of fabric and get a lot of colorways out of one piece. Look at this one. There I see the dandelion. I get it now. Dandelion Wishes.
Dandelion Wishes.
Dandelion Wishes. Isn't that pretty? Look at this color. That looks like a dandelion in bloom right there. Isn't that pretty? And then here's a good black. Every quilt ought to have a little black in it just to kind of make things pop. It does help that deeper, darker tone, or navy. So this is called Dandelion Wishes. It's from Banyan Batiks. We are featuring it as a separate line rather than blending it into our wall. Look at this one. Okay, pumpkin. That pattern I just showed you in clearance. Wouldn't that make the cutest pumpkin?
It's gone already.
It's gone.
Because that customer making that quilt, she bought it.
She spied it, I know. All you gotta do is point these things out. And then our contest was to give away these 2 bundles of batiks. And we had some really good entries. Peter, how hard was it for you to choose a winner?
It was very hard.
Yeah, so we're going to give these away right now. And we've got 2 people that he actually picked their pictures. We'll show them the pictures first so that they can squeal when they see that they won. This is Rachel Gorley. Love this bag. And batiks make great purses. The weave on them is really nice for a handbag.
And it looks like she did some quilting on that bag as well.
She did some nice quilting, and I love the way the handles are made. I mean, she just did a really good
Oh,
job.
and I love her inside being a lighter color, because then you can find your stuff when you put it down in the bottom of the bag.
It don't get lost. And you notice in the background.
And she's got a good staff.
Yeah, yeah. You see a little bit of a stash.
She's got a
going
good
on.
setup in her workshop there.
I'm impressed. So yeah, Rachel, you'll get one of these quilt bundles or one of these fat quarter bundles. And then Agatha Gallion. Look at this. She's a girl after my own heart. She's doing English paper piecing with batiks. Now I can honestly tell you.
Did you see how good she sewed those together?
Yes, and I love the pattern.
She sewed those together so well.
Yeah, her stitches are nice and tiny, and you can just barely see them. And I've not. Have you done English paper piecing with batiks?
I haven't, and I would like to try it because I bet you get the most beautiful crispness.
I bet you do.
Crisp edges.
I'll bet you do. I agree. So, Agatha, thanks for sharing the idea of English paper piecing with batiks. You all had lovely pictures. It was really fun to see all the batik
Oh gosh,
projects.
we got these beautiful quilts that this lady emailed to us.
Yep. Good job. Lots of fun things. So you two are our winners. We'll put your names on those fat quarter bundles. You guys come into the store and pick them up. If you can't pick them up, you can email orders, ORDERS, at alwaysinstitches1.com. They will make arrangements to get it shipped to you. But come to the store. That's the fun part, because then you can pick out stuff to go with your fat quarter bundles. So congratulations, you two. You did a good job. Okay, so we saw that. Now we're going to go right up by the register and show you a couple more fabric lines that just showed up. Okay, YouTube watchers, we are on the front end of the store by the registers. There's people checking out everywhere, so if you see a familiar face, you can say you saw them on YouTube. Or maybe you'll watch it. Watch yourself on YouTube. Watch it on our YouTube channel. So I want to feature this particular line. This is a Northcott line, and it came in. It's been here a week, and look how this bolt is already pretty skinny. Honeycomb fabric always sells quick.
It's chicken wire.
Well, is it chicken wire? Well, it's honeycombs too.
Somebody probably bought it for chicken wire.
They might have bought it for chicken wire, but it's also, yeah, you're right. I hadn't thought of that. It's the same shape. But this is called Bee Croft. B-E-E-C-R-O-F-T. Bee Croft. It's from the Northcott Company. And for those of you who do bees, this is the one. Look at this. Look at this. Dandelion seeds, daisies, honeybee, beehive. A hive can produce honey, dandelion, daisies. This is fun. Now that has a name. What's that called?
A beehive.
No, there's like a funny name.
Like when you skip stones? A skip? A scap.
I don't know. It has a funny name.
I think it's
that
a skip.
particular thing has a name. And that's yeah, who knows what that is?
A bee skip.
Somebody knows what it is. And then look at this. I love these terracotta pots with the looks like Gerber daisies, maybe Shasta daisies in it. This is fun. The little bees.
Everybody's coming for the class.
Everybody's coming in for a class, so we're videoing while there's a class coming up. So really, really fun fabric. Just so pretty. I love dandelions. My husband tries to kill them in the yard, and I really want to keep them alive. And so we have a debate going on. He wants to kill them, and I want to keep them. Great border print with this. Nice dandelion with yellow centers. Look at these bees. Now, a gal who used to work for us, her sister is a bee. She works with bees. And I have bees in my yard that I love to watch. They're fun. So this line has, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 bolts in it. Really pretty. We got a nice little charm pack set up here. You can buy a little setup, or not charms, but layer. Fat quarters. I'll get the word out. Fat quarters. There's an entire collection of the fat quarters if you want to purchase that. And then here's the other little thing. We sell honey. How fun is that? Here's a little display right down here of the honey we sell. Baston Bee Farm.
I can't get down that low.
Can't get that low?
But there it is.
Here. I'll bring it to you. Baston Honey. It's a bee farm that's not too far from us, so it's a local honey. And he and our shop owner went to high school together. And so we carry their honey. And it's one of our top selling items. Woo! Oh gosh. That was close. I almost spilled it all. But anyway, there's the honey with the honey. Honey with the bees. So come and buy some bee fabric and get a little honey. What a great, oh say, here's your Christmas gift right here. buy him some honey and buy him some fabric with bees. What a perfect Christmas gift right there for your favorite quilter. Okay, the other fabric we're going to talk about now is from Free Spirit. It's called Adventure Awaits. And these are all kind of traveling, going places kind of fabric. We got bottle caps. Can you get down there or want me left? Here we go. Bottle caps. Those are fun. This would be great for an ice spy quilt. This is just like road signs. Kind of makes me think of Route 66. That's really fun. This would be a great quilt for somebody that has a camper. Or maybe who goes camping all the time. Here's a fun little border print. Campers, get your kicks on Route 66. Here's some filling station pumps, the old style. These are valuable. These ones with these big balls on the top of them, those are worth some money. And some campers. The camping stuff is really popular. We've had very good success with anybody who has camper. Some of these are old school style. That's an old school style right there. There's street signs. Tulsa, Oklahoma, Tucumcari, Joplin, Missouri, Bardstown, California, Galena, Kansas. So if you're a traveler. And this one, Peter. What do you think?
I love it. It's my favorite.
It's your favorite, some cowboy boots. Those are really fun. And it's got all the prints that are in the fabric. Look, there's the little pop bottle can.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, that's the pop bottle can. That's the street signs. So that's definitely companion fabric. Oops. There you go. Here it is in the black background on the same street signs. Oh, that says diner too. And then here's letters. Road trip, travel, highway. Those are fun. Then a star and a bandana. So that's a line I think you're going to really want to get if you've got a camper in your family or somebody that just likes to travel. Again, it's called Free Spirit Adventure Awaits. So that's a fun little line to think about adding to your collection. And let me get my list to make sure we got them all. That does it for fabric. We talked about yarn. Now I want to go over to where our purses are, and I want to show you a couple things over there that we got some new leather, or faux leather. Come on over here. So, faux leather. Faux.
Vegan leather.
Vegan leather. They call it vegan leather, which is kind of an odd thing for me to hear, but anyway. This is in our purse area, handbag area. Purses and handbags are just blowing up. Everybody's making them. Everybody's figured out, you know, why am I going to spend $100, $150 on a bag that is not unique? The fun thing about making your own bag is it is unique. You may have that much in it by the time you take the class and invest in the supplies, but it's yours and you made it. And these are a couple bags. This is called the carry-along bag. This is a great basic pattern to use vinyl to make it with, and I use the faux vinyl, the faux leather, to make it out of these. Here's a navy and an aqua, which are colors we have coming in. They aren't here right now, but we do have them coming. So these are colors that I work with. Faux leather is not hard to work with, providing you get the right thickness. There's some that are fairly thick that are a little harder to work with, but these are really great. We have a lot of color choices: pinks, grays, navy, teal, mustard, gray, black, beige, and the more colors you have, the more fun you're going to have. And you can even mix colors. Like I would put these two in one bag, maybe use one for the bottom of the bag and use one for the top with the right color hardware, like maybe antique brass hardware on that would be really fun. And then you can pick a fun fabric for the lining. Batiks make great lining for bags. They're just very cooperative with being a lining. So these are your faux leathers. Here's a nice black. And I dare you to not think that's real leather when you put it in a bag. It has a nice cloth backing to it, so you don't have to interface this typically when you put it in a bag, but it sews beautifully. You're going to use a leather weight needle with it, and it's just fun. If you haven't adventured into the leather, try it. It's a lot of fun. And if we don't have a color you like, let us know. We'll try and get it in for you. So that's my little bit about faux leather. And now we're going to talk about classes, see what's coming in classes. All right, let's talk about classes, guys. We've talked about this one before, but I just want you to know it is coming up September 28th. It's a 2-session class, and this is a cute little bag. You'll have to get the pattern to make it. I don't know that she's going to be selling this pattern in the class, so you'll have to get with her on that. But this is September 28th. It's Amy's Math Pack. Cute little size. I would think that's a great class to get signed up to. The other thing that's coming, and I've mentioned this before, this is Jamie. She does a slow stitching class. This is so fun. This is a mandala that she's going to teach you how to do these basic stitches. We got some French knots, we've got some stem stitching in there, looks like, some lazy daisy stitches. So this is a great, if you want to learn hand embroidery, and this would be all skill levels and all ages could actually take this class and have a lot of fun in there. The other class that's coming is this Fall Flight. This is a class that Jennifer is teaching. This is her pattern. She actually writes this pattern for the Island Batik Company. And you'll learn raw edge applique in this class, right, Peter? She's going to teach that raw edge applique.
Yes.
So I think this is a good one for you if you're looking to learn some raw edge applique.
And can I just say I love her pattern because a lot of quilt patterns, they just have the leaf that's 2-dimensional, but look at this 3-dimensional leaf, the way it's just following that curve in there. So
she's got
and
some
you can see the front of the leaf and the back of the leaf. Awesome job.
Yeah, she's a great designer. Then the other one, this one is actually sold out, is My Little Star. She's doing this class. I'm suspect she'll offer it again because it's such a popular little quilt. It is sold out, but be watching because we'll offer it again. And then this isn't coming until December, but this is another fun one with Jamie Slow Stitch. These are little fabric pods. Look how fun these are.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that fun? Just to drop something in it, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe those wickless candles, those battery operated candles would be
Or
cute
an Ort container for
Yep.
old tattered threads.
Old tattered threads, we want those. And then Mary Bouvier, who's one of our outstanding teachers here, she's always offering. We've got in September. This one's the one she's doing today, so she's offering that again. I'll have to get the new dates, but it's coming back. This is free motion quilting. She offers that quite often. And then also perfect applique. So that one's going to run again. And you can get hooked up with that applique class. Another method of applique that's not the free edge.
What's up?
That's a fun one too. So, I think I've managed to get through everything on my list.
Sweet.
There's a whole lot of things going on here other than our normal, specials for loyalty customers. When it's your birthday month, you get 20% off one purchase that month. Whatever you want to come in and buy as much as you want that one day. On regular priced merchandise, doesn't include classes or services or machines or things like that. But anything regular priced, you can get 20% off that day. 5th Saturday backing. I think we have 5 Saturdays in September. So I've got a suspicion that we're going to have a 5th Saturday backing sale, which is always a lot of fun. There's lots of great programs that we offer. So we have cross-stitch classes who come in here. We just had a group in here this past Saturday. Our cross-stitch classes on Saturday and Wednesday are sold out. Sorry about that, but it's because those people are just so good about coming and visiting with us because we have such a nice selection of cross-stitch fabric to play with, and they're just fun groups. They get together and they're kind of bonded. So those are unfortunately sold out. But be watching, they'll open back up again and hopefully you can get in on another time. We also have some handy quilter events coming up. If you have a long arm or considering a long arm, you might want to look at those classes. Even if you don't have one or even considering one, they're just fun to take. There's a couple make and take events in that. So it'd give you a chance to make something on the long arm. The price of the product that you're making is included in the cost of the class. All you gotta do is show up. Be a great days out for a couple of ladies just want to have something to do for the day. And I don't know what else I haven't said, Peter, but
That's it.
that's it, man.
We covered it all.
We covered it all from scoop to nuts. So we appreciate you being our customers. We look forward to seeing you. If you have anything you want us to know, you can call us 317-776-4227. Email me, Cappy@alwaysinstitches1.com. I'll be happy to answer any questions or let you know what's going on if you missed some information in this video. So stay tuned for next week. Bye-bye.